said that, and then just didn't mention it, didn't read that part of her testimony when she testified this week. There was no imminent threat. The president had obliterated, in his words, their nuclear threat, which was a real threat.
Excuse me, but you know, he said he did, and everybody on the left then said he's just talking through his ass. We don't know. So which is? Did he have it?
I don't think it's obliterated. I think his.
We don't know.
Let's not argue about it. We don't know. We know
they dropped a big bomb on it. It could have and it could have not.
It probably set back a lot.
Yes.
Progress.
Okay.
Well, there's multiple objectives here. Look, there's three topics. No. First of all, we can go into what happened with the negotiations with Jared Kushner and Whitcomb. So basically, we had offered them, and also, you guys should hear this though, because these are issues affecting everyone has the right to be concerned because we all saw what happened in Afghanistan and Iraq. And that's the generation that so many of us were affected by, including myself. And so obviously there is concern, and you know, for a long time, the federal government has done a great disservice in building up trust with the American people. And so when we're having these conversations, it's just important to know all the facts. And so I'm here to share that with you guys. And basically what we saw being the case is that we were willing to give them basically an unlimited amount of nuclear energy if they wanted to have clean energy. But we told them you have to end your enrichment program. That's something that the president, since basically 2010 timeframe, has been very clear about. And ultimately what happened was our intelligence was telling us they were not being faithful within those negotiations. In addition to that, we were even willing to lift sanctions and trade with them. And they still would not accept that. And so if you know that you're going to get hit, and if you know that you are going to have people die, ultimately that's a decision that I would never want to have to be in that decision, in that position as the president. But what I will tell you is I would rather be on the right side and be able to control the outcome of something that I know is going to happen regardless. And I think that this is a bigger...
I have to agree.
What are you talking about? Control the outcome.
We are controlling. Hold on. Respectfully, I disagree because here's the thing. We eliminated their Navy program. We eliminated their short-range and ballistic missile program. Yep. And we still managed to spend not a long up in the soapbox, but...
A few places. We're blowing up the oil now. They didn't foresee stuff well.
With President Trump's current relationship with Russia and China. But look, specifically to that, we never, and our objectives for this are completely different from Israel's. And so when you look at the ability that President Trump has been able to, on a number of occasions, push back on Bibi Netanyahu, who has admittedly been very aggressive in
what do you make of this split? Do you think there is one?
Because it's not my movement.
Well, I would say as an American, this is your country, so you should...
Did you already have a bite to eat, or are you still interested in some soup and salad?
I didn't eat anything.
Soup, salad, maybe some chicken?
Yeah. No, just soup and salad.
There's fish left over if you want it. Or did you have it yesterday?
Yeah, I had it yesterday.
Alright, so no chicken?
Yeah, no chicken.
He's going to make a pile of money off this. All the other allies, the G7 countries all say, oh God, don't lift those sanctions on Putin. He'll make a fortune. Now Putin is sending a huge oil tanker with 970,000 barrels of oil to supply the Cubans. This is we're going to have a show. He has blown up the last few boats full of cocaine. Okay. He needs to confront Putin. In the ocean, with that tanker, stop it and turn it around, sink it to the bottom of the ocean. Shows you that's what Putin, for once you realize, he attacked everybody. He attacked his own vice president, Mike Pence, he attacked the Pope, he attacked Oprah. But he never attacks Putin. And this is something I really do want. I'm sorry to be so hawkish, but he needs to, for once, show some spine with our greatest enemy, Vladimir Putin.
Let me ask you the question about this. So the way I see this, MAGA split is like this kind of like MAGA classic, and they say, you know, they feel betrayed because he was like the no new wars guy. Okay, you know this. Okay.
I know
So,
arguments.
okay, that's the argument, is that he didn't keep to his principle. And then there's the other people who say, oh, he never had any principle. That's not why we love him. We love him because we trust his judgment, and we love him because he's flexible. That's why he's different than everybody else. He can turn on a dime. And sometimes that is a good thing. Sometimes that is a good thing. But you have now this guy, Joe Kent. Who was Joe Kent? He was the head of national something. He quit this week. It was a big story. I think he was the counterintelligence guy. And he said, I can't go along with this because, you know what, he's been listening to too much Tucker Carlson. It's, you know, the news made us do it. It's just another version of anti-Semitism that comes out. First it was BDS, then it was their colonizers and genocide, which it wasn't. All these other reasons, like you can't have a state in the world that's based on religion, even though there's like 46 Muslim countries based on religion. Somehow right in the title of the country. But whatever it is, you have all these. And now the big answer is, no, Israel made us do it. We're Israel's bitch. I don't think we're Israel's bitch. I think we're Israel's ally. But, you know, if I have to be on one side of this MAGA thing, either Trump or Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Nick Fuentes, I'll be with Trump on this. Because that's the other side of MAGA.
To speak to what you're asking about, so the split that it was referring was operating on the assumption that there would be boots on the ground, which President Trump just issued a statement today, that we are winding down operations. I mean, even speaking to what will happen, he also had mentioned when he was actually heading out of the White House with Marco Rubio just earlier today that he also, I believe, had talked to the president of China to potentially enlist their help in the Strait of Hormuz. And I think right now what we're seeing is that a lot of people that were pushing this narrative that President Trump was somehow going to engage in a forever war, as you are seeing as of today's statement, that was factually inaccurate and incorrect.
But how do we get the oil when the Strait of Hormuz is
Why
blocked?
are we inviting China to militarize
Well, not
the Strait of Hormuz? That's a terrible
To
idea.
finish,
China's our enemy too.
well, look, you're not incorrect in saying that. China is one of the greatest threats that I believe that we are currently facing. But if you look at what President Trump has been able to accomplish, easily, and I won't explore it or answer your question, but President Trump never, first of all, you can't tell him what to do. So you cannot tell President Trump what to do. So this you cannot. And so this idea and notion that meeting that young is telling him what to do is completely wrong. But I do want to speak to something that you have pointed out. Israel is our ally now, and if you look at Israel's relationships as friendship, if you have a friend,
There's a portion of the cod left over if you want it.
we'll tell you when you're in the wrong.
Sure, whatever.
Is on the front line of a war that we're also part of. Okay? And, you know, if you, I've asked this of other people, you know, if you had to live somewhere in the Middle East, you'd live in Tel Aviv. You probably wouldn't live in any other city, and I don't think your wife would like to. So, if you're not down with that,
Well, this is something that my party has to address. Your party has a terrible grip over Israel and anti-Semitism. So does mine. Just be honest. Right? I tell all my liberal friends, who had a bigger pride parade, Tel Aviv or Tehran? Right? Who has a free press? Who has elections? I don't support Netanyahu. I went over there and worked for Bushy Herzog. I can tell you firsthand that a thriving democracy and a free press. Democracies can self-correct. I think they're on the wrong track. Hey, America's on the wrong track. We can self-correct without elections. Hamas can't self-correct. So my side, too, has to really find a way, I think, to reestablish the liberal values that the U.S.-Israel relationship is based on.
okay.
But I
I got to pause here because we try to cover all the issues.
How was it? Did you learn anything?
I found these feathers. Now tell me how to fix this like you said you would.
Settle down. First, you must use that key and collect all of your little roses flowers.
This is not the only
Where are the rest of
I don't
them?
know if you know this, but the
There are
kids
4
are
in
sex.
total. You have the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Spring break, look at
Lords?
that, by nearly half of Gen Z.
Lords, I have to kill 3 others?
Every week of the young people.
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her.
Apparently not. But it's spring break time.
The first you've already met, the Lady Demetres.
Kids, they're like pandas. We can't get them to mate.
The second lives deep in a valley of mist, the doll-maker, Donna Beneviento.
It's spring break.
None of her playmates have ever come back from that dank old
We came up
state.
with some, it's a PSA, some posters to help the kids understand sex is
The
not
third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the windmills.
sex. You
It
can't.
is said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters.
Come think of it as sex, call it
The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts.
sex, the most fun you can have.
And the project. Let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone.
If you like 6'7", why don't you try 6'9"? You love Stranger Things, now show a stranger your thing.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service. Please do come again soon. Oh, good. I was just thinking of... Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me. Have a wonderful adventure.
Wait, what? Oh.
As you wish. To hunger is to be alive. Please come again. Ah, yes, yes. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Now to cook. Here it is. Please, join me. Not a bad dish. We've gathered all the ingredients. Now... Here it is. Please, join me. Not a bad dish. This is all an investment, Ethan.
Let's do the first one. I don't want to do damage.
Seeking something in particular? Thank you. Now to cook. Finished. I'd love for you to enjoy as well. I wouldn't mind having that again. I can... Huh? Oh, good. I was just thinking of ways to pass the time. Ah! To hunger is to be alive. Food is life. Securing goods is more important than have a wonderful adventure.
Ethan.
What?
Ethan, come with me. There's something I have to tell you.
Mia? What's going on?
Food's up.
Ready? Oh, okay.
Rose feels different. Ethan, you have to fix her.
What the hell is this?
Everyone leaves me. Even Rose. I don't want to kill her.
This can't be real. Am I losing it? What's going on? Ah.